what happened was something got misinterpreted, and I think now it's actually gonna wind up working properly. What did I want to look up? What some Discord I wanted to briefly check or something, or I don't know. There was something I was trying to do, but I'm not doing it. Alright, so main game capture recording. It should take a moment. There we go. So we're gonna take this amazing captain back out again. And now we are in a new campaign. This time it is storming. And now... Alright, so the stream's working okay. I'm gonna pause that. I said I'm gonna pause the stream. Thank you very much. And now I'm gonna go down. That's interesting. So the waves are already getting up here. This is going to be bad weather to test this craft out in. That's a bad sign. This is a really bad sign. Oh well, nothing like testing its tolerances. Alright, so we have the 11-meter rescue boat Mark 1C. This works. There is one thing I screwed up, and that is the RPM values are not shown. Or the rotations per second values. And now the second thing is that these guys here should probably have their decimal place moved over by 1. And now this can be saved as the rescue boat Mark 1C and spawned in. Longer start holding. No, that doesn't matter. It's a push, or it's a toggle button. It's holding for the start is not gonna matter. Alright, so the first thing I'm noticing is already we do not want this boat in a storm. Yeah, I think I am gonna sleep until the storm's over. Turn to the workshop. Exit. Oh my. I just got launched into the ceiling by my boat when I took it in. That is some bullshit damage. That is some bullshit damage there. There's... Like, what happened there? Did a tornado just suddenly pick me up or something and throw me to the ceiling? That's a horrible way to start it out. Alright, let's sleep. Yeah, still storming. Mission failed. Yep, couldn't do it. Okay, so it's still rainy. It's very dark out. Do I have a light? Nope. How big are the waves? Okay. Alright, so there's the vehicle. Just don't remember the hotkey for it. Yeah. I swear there is one. Yeah, okay, that mission failed. Who cares? Oh yeah, we also need to do research, so let's do basic logic like we were doing last time. Alright, I'm gonna check the hotkey real quickly. Settings, controls. Okay, so move into that vehicle, camera, multiplayer, miscellaneous, controller. Probably under miscellaneous, actually. No? V is flashlight. No, I don't want to reset the controls. There we go. Alright, so hose out. The weather here is good enough. Okay, come on. Let me grab it. It's not long enough. There we go. So I'll keep this on for the moment. What would be really bad is if a shark got in here. That would be absolutely horrendous. Okay, come on. Get in the boat. Get in. There we go. So here we are, actually gonna play through the campaign for once. And I will turn the lights on as well. Well, not all the lights, but some of them. Alright, pump to hose. So yeah, there we go. Now we have full fuel again. Sharks are kind of rare if you're near islands. Okay, good. So I can just go kind of swimming around the island and not have to fear for my safety then. Alright, so I'll just go until the fuel stops pumping. Okay. Yeah, pumping is... There we go. Slow down. Open oceans aren't safe, yeah. Alright. So I do not want to spend a lot of time in an ocean, or in an open ocean then. Which, yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Alright, so here we go. Clutch on. Start up the engine. Oh yeah, the one problem with this is I should have put in a gearbox. So once we get back, I can do that. Alright, nav lights on. Alright, so we need rig workers and to the oil rig over there. Oh, I don't think I got that RPM one set up correctly, apparently. This one looks set up correctly. Actually, they might be set up correctly, it's just I might have swapped the inputs around somehow, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little rainy, but nothing too bad. This boat can transport enough people, though, so it'll be fine. Which means, finally, something's working. So right now, the passenger lights are off. How's our battery? Saying 0.93. So our battery's kind of slowly charging at the moment. But, you know, that's only the one battery. We have, 3, so I don't know what the other ones are at. Maybe I should get gauges for them, too, rather than just the one. It'd be nice to get the add, logic thing and just add a bunch together. So as long as we're not going 120 on the engine temp, I think we're okay. And I think this one tops out about 107. If its engines do spontaneously explode, then, I don't know what to do. Remember there's 4-gauge lock? Yeah, I probably don't have it unlocked yet. But even with add, I can just use like 2 of them and be fine. Well, yeah, with 3 batteries, I could use 2 of them and be fine. With the engine or with the fuel tanks, I think I would need. Okay, I would need 1, 2, 3, 4 initially, and then I could use 2, and then I could use 1. So I could use 7 for them. Oh wow, that's actually kind of weird that 7's what's required. That it is, you know, less than 1. Because that doesn't feel like it, or not less than 1. It's 1 less than the amount of things you have, which doesn't feel like it should be the formula. Maybe that changes with higher numbers? No, it shouldn't. Yeah, because if you have like a bracket thing, I think it stays that way. But yeah, see, it's talking about 107, 108. And it seems to be pretty okay. So there's definitely some things here I am going to have to fix. Like these RPM things are different, and that one's not being backlit. Battery's charging up still. I'm honestly wondering if 1.0 is just saying if that's the percentage of charge of the battery, and I should move this from 100 down to 1. Alright, so we have a rig worker and we have to bring it to the oil rig. Actually, getting off at the oil rig is going to probably require me briefly being in the water, which is not going to be the greatest thing. But, you know, for such a short period of time that I don't think I'm suddenly going to be attacked by a shark. Alright, so we gotta go to this island up here. I'm taking it. Yeah. So he's over there. This is a jet fuel location over there. So this is an airport island. So that's an island we can eventually buy. Okay, so we can buy crude oil there. But I forget, so you can buy crude oil. There's got to be a way to convert it into diesel, and I don't remember how you do that. Is that something you can build, or is that something which other places have? And that's an oil rig down there. That's going to be another place to buy crude oil. But yeah, forget where you... Or is there a place where you just convert that into diesel? There probably is. And hopefully once I get some research done, I can actually start converting some stuff. So I don't know how much fuel we have right now. I'm not going to know until we reach this guy and check. Yeah, reverse will be a great addition. I'll add in a gearbox after this, too. Yeah. I will definitely have to figure out how to fit that in with how I have my engine set up right now. That might be difficult. I might be able to move the engines forward a block and be okay. But that would require even more setup. Now I can move it forward a block. I can probably squeeze in a thing as well, a gearbox as well. Alright, so the rig workers are up there. I'm just gonna kind of park the boat here. Yeah, it is really late. Alright, so the boat's lights are on. It's moving. Okay, now the engines are off. Yeah, a gearbox would be great. so now I can come ashore. Why turn off the clutch? I can just shut off the engines. So I'm not seeing any sharks in the water right now. Hey, I'm up on land, barely. Just kind of barely climbing this. Oh no, there's gotta be a port area here, but screw it, I'm just going up the mountain. I'll take all the rig workers with me. Get them in the boat. Oh hey, it's sunrise now. I think I have daytime set to like the maximum length at the moment too. So yeah, we'll go there and then we'll head back and fix the boat. Get it better. Get the gearbox on. Get all that. Alright, so follow me, follow me. I'm just gonna pick you up. And I think I'm this way. Multiplayer campaign should be fun too. It should be. I don't know how well it functions. So we're just gonna swim out to the boat here. I'll stay kind of along the shoreline for the moment. And thankfully, due to how they follow me, they will too. So there's a fish. Yeah, money share. Yeah, boat share. Sharing boats like this little guy here. Alright, so then I can just get aboard. Turn off that. Oh no. I climb. Hey. Hey there, buddy. Go in there. Cool. Alright, we're underway again. And we're 7.3 kilometers away. See, I'll take this back and I'll turn it into the Mark 1D for the 11 meter. That'll involve some fixes and the gearbox is installed. And then after that, I think I can use the Mark 1D. Yeah, thank you. We actually got the boat up and running. So I think that the battery thing is, yeah, I'm gonna need to reset that battery meter as well. Yep, into the sunrise I go. Honestly, I might change the position of this. Not change the position, I might mess with the positioning of some stuff. Maybe I'll move the battery gauges like here. Well, actually, wait, these two are fuel pump stuff. Maybe like this stack right here could all be battery related. So I could just look over here and see the charge on my batteries. That's at least before I get addition. I might just fix it in the moment, and then with the Mark 1E just change stuff around so that it's better. As soon as I get addition, then I can actually get a total amount of stuff in my ship. Imagine building a big ship with a bridge. That would be good. I haven't done that yet, I don't think. I've built I know I've built a 14.5 meter long boat in the past, but I haven't built anything big yet. I've started to, but I haven't finished any of it in the past. I did work on a helicopter before fuel was a thing, before all the engine stuff was a thing. I did work on a large helicopter, and I got that to the point of flying, but I was trying to work on a like a holding sort of system for it, so it could auto hover very precisely, and that was way more than I could chew. That was biting off way more than I could chew, trying to get that auto hover working. And then the fuel systems come out, and suddenly the helicopter's worthless. I mean, I still have it sitting around my save file. Not save file, but I still have it sitting around my saved craft. It's a good looking helicopter. It's actually even width as well, which is the interesting part, was actually managing to get that thing even width and working. But yeah, still the fuel tanks are a major issue. Um, yeah, fuel tanks are probably an unsolvable issue with the medium width, or with the even width. And I still just couldn't get the auto hover working for the life of me. Because a lot of people were telling me, oh, use PIDs, and I couldn't precisely tune them. They just go crazy, and I never had a clue why. And it's like, well, why are they doing this? And I guess the answer is shrug. As the answer is, we can't help you. You're stuck. Alright, so I'm gonna turn off the lights here. Bigger engine research might have the bigger fuel tank on it. Well, I mean, as good as the bigger fuel tank would be, you can also just use a box in area as a fuel tank. And that's probably what I'm going to start doing. I'm not going to care as much about, bigger fuel tanks and such. Yeah. Alright, so we are heading here. What I need right now is I need better logic, mostly. Because if I can use better logic, then I can actually get a proper throttle going, so I don't have to hold down when I'm moving at speed, like a cruise control sort of throttle. Um, Possibly even just like a full throttle on option, maybe. So at WS when I need it, but full throttle on when I don't, and have that just be a button. That would probably force me to move some of the light stuff off of my main thing, but I can do that. I could also try to move the fuel pump location a bit, so it's not here anymore, it's somewhere else on the ship, on the boat. Yeah, there's our oil rig. Sun's risen. This is probably going to be a fairly short stream. I might do this mission and fix the boat and do one more. Better logic's kind of really needed at the start. Yeah, it is. I don't know why our money situation is changing. Does it just kind of go up over time, or... I don't know. Alright, so here is the oil rig. Now the other thing which is needed is, also the ability to see stuff. Alright, so... I'm gonna move slowly at this point. Okay, you're heading off after I complete this mission. That makes sense. Honestly, the other two batteries are probably like the same as this one. So as long as they're undamaged, this should work fine. Yeah, Alright, so we have the one ladder over here, and I'm gonna want to park, like, right by it. Okay, come on. Okay, so I guess the boat's just kind of parked here. Honestly, I probably should have taken the other two. I guess I just don't want either of them getting eaten by sharks due to stupid reasons. Alright, so here's the oil rig. You're on it. Oh, get on. Thank you. So how's it floating? Boat's floating pretty good, thankfully. I mean, it's definitely not a bad boat. I'm perfectly content with this 11-meter rescue boat. It actually seems pretty competent for what it's supposed to do. Alright, so you go with her. And now we go back down. Just kind of land in the boat again, pick you up. I'll say though, I'm not seeing any sharks run. Yeah, sharks run. Okay, you have a good evening too. I'm probably gonna go to sleep fairly soon, although I might complete one more mission. Hope to see me streaming tomorrow. I have no idea if I will be, and I have no idea what game I would be. It might be this, it might be Rule the Waves. There you go. Okay, ooh, fluid filter. Hey, we got actually a fair deal of cash from that. Alright, so let's get the boat back to, Okay, come on. Thank you. So I want to go... Set waypoint. So I want to go there. Now if I go to the map, go to here. So we're researching basic logic at this point. That's the only thing we can research. And then, yeah, I guess I'll see what's next. I guess the other thing I'll see is, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to need to offload all the fuel from my boat when I get there, immediately. So, you know, I'll have to park the boat there, grab the wire thing, or the fuel tank thing, and then just pump it all out, and then take the boat and edit it, because I don't waste any fuel. And then actually fix some stuff in regards to it. Or just wait and wait for better logic, and once I have better logic, actually fix, or actually start fixing some of the issues. Better logic would certainly help. Alright, so we still have ways to go to get to our waypoint. I will say though, I've still not seen a shark. I've And its ugly head up, or ugly fin up above the water somewhere. I'm gonna guess that they're probably just kind of in the water. Oh, yeah, like look out the side. I can see fish. Mostly just kind of curious. Hey, there's our shadow on the seafloor. Oh, we're kind of by an island though. That's probably why there aren't any around here. But yeah, I'll have to get this RPM gauge fixed. I have to get the battery fixed. Battery gauge fixed. And then probably work on having a single fuel gauge once I get and signals. Honestly, I might just stick in this boat um, until better logic is researched and I have and signals. Because as soon as I have and signals, I'll just fix it. I'll just improve it a bit. Or, you know, no, I'll fix the engine first so that if I need to restart again, I can have a boat I immediately use. There's also definitely going to be consideration in getting a newer boat after this one. But my idea is that I am actually going to wind up probably just keeping this boat kind of out there. I'm not going to necessarily get rid of it. Yeah. Honestly, I'll make this short live stream end with me fixing this up a bit. I think that'll be the end of it. So yeah, that'll definitely be, get the better logic and just use that to patch it up. That coloration right there seems wrong. I'll have to check that. Yeah, because that's a different color than this. I don't know why. Something's badly painted then. Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure what logic would I need to do cruise control. Just okay, so if we have throttle, then that throttle needs to determine a value. And that would do that. But I need to switch it between that and precise controls. Precise controls here. Okay, so there has to be one thing where the logic is the output from the WNS key and the output from the throttle are each in the, oh what? Both of them are in the, well, you know what? I don't necessarily need to control the engine throttle. I might have like an engine throttle and then another throttle. I don't know. I don't know how it'll work once I get the gearboxes installed. That'll be something where throttling up's just done with, you know, one of these. But even though, you know what, that could be done. That could be done. Alright, so be a little precise here. So the control scheme is definitely rudimentary, but it does work. Like, barely, but it does. We're probably gonna lightly bump that, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we made it back. Let's pump out all of our fuel. Come on, pick it up. And you need to go this way. That's as far as you can reach right now. And this boat can't go backwards, unfortunately, because it doesn't have a gearbox. There we go. Underwater flashlight is best flashlight. There we go. Alright, so there you go. Whatever remaining fuel is in here. So there's still a little bit in here. Definitely seems like we used up a decent amount of our fuel there. Alright, let's just see however much this goes up by. Well, as soon as it stops going up, then we can take the boat and swap it out, give it a gearbox. And then probably just save that version, however it is. Just Alt-Tab for the moment. Alright, there we go. How are you doing? Still pumping the fuel out. Should be done soon, I would imagine. All these are empty now, right? Yeah. So it should be done. I don't know if there was just a little bit of fuel left in the pipes or something. Yep. What happens if I just pull the hose in? Does the whole boat get pulled with me? Yep. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, now we're back here. Alright, so our engines are here. So it is definitely probably a good idea to actually move the engines forward a block. Yeah, let's do that. Hello. Because then I can just do this here. Alright, so then I want to do pipe angle up here. Pipe T. Then pipe angle this way. There you go. Take yellow, paint that. Go back to that color. Put the engines in again. I think I want this guy in first. And then that guy in. Oh wait, no. So I want to take this. I'll press I. And then readjust it to be proper. So if we say do this and then actually look at you know what, I'm gonna delete this guy and delete that guy there. And if these guys are fuel, they're aligned properly. Good. Alright, so now those engines have been moved. So we're gonna get rid of that piece, we're gonna get rid of that piece, we're gonna get rid of those pieces. Oh, that's the piece I accidentally colored blue. Not like it matters. Alright, so right now we have these clutches. I forget what connect... Okay, so yeah, the clutch logically connects to the clutch. Okay, so we need gearboxes. First things first. Get rid of these. undo that one. Alright, so we want a gearbox, and I probably want the gearbox here and here. Wait, no, other way around. There and there. And then what I want to do is I probably want a T-piece here and here. Probably don't want this, and don't want that, and don't want these guys either. Alright, so now that we have the T-piece there, then what I'm going to want is, oh, what is it now? Oh, that's nice. Fluid filter, that could be cool. What did I want? Why am I forgetting? Is it? Oh yeah. It's this thing, small generator. So we're gonna have one on each engine there. And then now we put the clutch in, 2 clutches in. So then, where is our clutch? There's our clutch. And now that we have our clutches in, what we can do is... Alright, so pipe angle. So we want our pipe to angle this way, and we want it to be like this color. And I'm just going to do this. Okay, come on. We can do just this pipe here. And each of those. Pipe angle there. And then pipe straight here. So now that should work a little better. Alright, so let's take the clutch. And attach it to there. Let's edit these guys and go 1 to -1. Alright, so that allows us to go between positive gear and or forward gear and a reverse gear. So that would require another button somewhere. Which unfortunately is not a throttle. Well, we'll place our reverse button over here, I guess. No, this will be the new magnet button. Alright, so here's our toggle button. You know what, this will be the new fuel button. So that one I will paint yellow then. And the other thing is this should all be that color as well. So this is the fuel pump, this will be fuel pump now, and then it's not exactly fuel pump, but it's more like fuel thing. Alright, so logic wise, so release the connector when receiving an on signal. Fuel hatch. You know what? I'm gonna just get rid of that. I'm gonna leave that one in, but I'm gonna switch that button's purpose. This will actually be a push button now. This will be fuel hatch disconnect. And then that one will just color like this. Again, additive. And then do this there. Okay, so you're -40, you're negative white. Okay, so you need to connect to the RPM of that engine. And you'll connect to the temperature of that engine, and then you will connect to the temperature of this engine. So yeah, this throttle will be connected to the W and S keys. This throttle will be connected to the W and S keys. And then yeah, the gear switch will be connected to you now. Reverse. Alright, so I'm gonna repaint that additive. Repaint that one a green. Repaint this one a red. That one's a yellow, so then this one's gonna be another white here. And then fix that. Alright, so then rename you. Yeah, you're reverse now. So reverse, in terms of this, isn't actually an input. So magnet is hotkey 6. So hotkey 1 is engine on. Hotkey 2 is nav lights. Hotkey 2 will now be that. 3 will now be nav lights. Four will now be that. 5 will now be that, and 6 will now be that. So these are set up again. Yeah, okay. Now we gotta just connect the engines to the electrical network again. Just through oddness. There we go. And are the clutches connected logically? Yes, they are. So there we go. That's this boat. So we'll save it as the 11-meter rescue boat Mark 1D. Now that's kind of back in the inventory. And now I can go to sleep again until the research is done. Now that the day is a little better. Alright, so research-wise, 40 minutes now. Alright, so we got a new mission. How's our research? 6 minutes. How soon is that mission going to be done? 1 hour. Yeah, we have time. There we go. So now we have better logic. Alright, so basic logic. So we need add. Do we have it now? So if we go to the boat and we start using add, does that work? Those are some weird stars, just being like, hey, I'm bright now. Hey, let's suddenly go black. Or let's suddenly go out. Oh, hey, I'm coming back into focus. Moving my head makes the stars go dark. Why does moving my head make the stars go dark? At least there aren't any stars to the moon. They got that right. Alright, so here you are. Do we have... Yes, more logic. Alright, so now we have keys like at, or we have things like add. We have things like and. Well, and we already had. So clamp takes a number range and clamps it to a set range. Okay, cool. So constant number, constant on signal. Divide, greater than, less than, modulo. Takes the new inputs, outputs the remainder after dividing the first by the second. The multiply says not. Numerical inverter takes a number as an input, multiplies it by -1. Awesome. Numerical junction. Okay. The signal is on. The number passed through the first output, and a value of 0 is passed through the second. When the signal is off, the number is passed through the second output, with the first being set to 0. That's a good one. That is a very, very good one. Numerical switch box acts as a switch box for 2 number signals. That's good, too. Actually, that's probably what I want with the W and S versus the throttle. Alright, so we'll add a numerical switch box, first of all. Alright, so we have this room here for our logic stuff. So, numerical switch box there. And then that'll allow me to switch between a cruise control throttle and normal settings. So that's our clutch throttle still. And I do want to mess with basically the locations of everything here. So right now we need a main throttle. We have our clutch throttle, but we need a main one too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the... okay, so that... Yeah, I can move that one forward if I need to. I probably will. Or alternatively, put the clutch throttle up here. No, I'll leave those buttons there. So we'll have 2 throttle... No. Let's... Alright. So this... You know what? Hey, Maitland. Yeah, I'm playing some Stormworks here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing it for, but I am playing it at the moment. Converting my boat. This will be the mark... Or, it definitely took a lot to build this boat, and, yeah, rebuilding it now. I was not very... I'm very rusty and have no experience with any of the advanced stuff. So, yeah, this is my first experience with all the advanced stuff. And I'm trying to think about how I want to lay this out. Because if I move this... If I put this here... So I need a normal throttle and I need a clutch. So I could do a clutch here and a normal throttle like here. Or I could do a clutch here, buttons here. And then the normal throttle here. Or the normal throttle here, maybe a button here. And then the clutch over there. No, I'll do that. And then I'll get rid of these 2. And then place that lower. So this will be the clutch down here. So you are the clutch and you are the throttle. And then I'm going to move a second button over here, and that'll be the what is normally the magnet button. Place there instead. So these are still the 2 engines. That's the battery. This actually has to be set to a max value of 1. But you know what? I'm actually going to put this... Because we have 3 batteries here. I'm actually going to set this to a value of 3. And what's going to measure is going to involve addition. Unless there's something else. Yeah, addition. So we'll just do... I could also try... No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to do something stupid. Okay, so we want addition here. Come on. We'll do our 1 addition there, and then the other here, maybe. Alright, so what this will do is it'll take... This one will take this battery input and add it to this battery input, and then this one's going to take that and add it to this battery here. So then that'll add those 3, and then that instead will go there and display. Hold on, do these require electricity? Thank goodness. Alright, so this button is no longer going to connect to any magnets. And instead that will now be this button right here. Alright, cool. So that should... We're going to rename you to magnets. And then you here are no longer magnet. You are going to be toggle to throttle. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to call you cruise control. And I'm going to leave cruise control on that, and then I'm just going to switch. You know what? No, I'm going to put cruise control on this here. That. This sort of blue, and then magnets will be on that sort of blue. And then I'm going to want a button wired up to cruise control, so I don't know which... I'm going to get rid of passenger lights here. Cruise control will be hotkey 3 now. And then we'll do that. And then the last thing I wanted to do was, no, that's battery power. I'm going to move battery power. I think there is a better location for it. And actually I'm going to just remove that block right there, and that's now going to be the battery dial here. Take this, paint that mode, take this, paint this mode. So you are now battery, so you can go between 0 and 3. Logic-wise, you are no longer going to connect to there. You're actually going to connect to here now. So then this here is... Okay, so this is the clutch. So this needs to connect to our 2 clutches. And then this here is our throttle. And okay, so when this button is on here, when cruise control is on, I want that to be the option. When cruise control is off, is controlled by W and S. And these are not controlled by W and S, but are now in fact controlled by this numerical switch box. There we go. So now that logic's set up properly. Alright, and now the next thing is we have all these gauges here. We don't need this. Now I'm going to get out a quick calculator. And 187.5 times 8 is 1,500. So that's how much fuel this thing can hold. So what I'm actually going to wind up doing here is I'm going to put in our nice little X symmetry, which is on the wrong location. Now it's on the right location. I'm going to get rid of this right here. And that should give me 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm guessing? Yeah, 4. And I need 8. Or not 8, I need 7. Alright, so then I can put maybe another one, like, here. Although I'm going to need to do that, just temporarily. Alright, so what I want to do here is add. So, go to white for now. I want an add there, an add there, and an add there. Disable that, and one more add here. You are now going to be the fuel gauge, and you can go up to a maximum of that. So now, time to logic. Time to do some logic. Alright, so, this middle one here, you are going to wind up being the fuel gauge value. Alright. So, you and you are going to get added in that one. You and you are going to get added in that one. And it'll be the same on this side. Wait, am I doing this right? Okay, so it's you to you. No, I know, you to you, I should say. You to you. Not you to you. And then you to you. And then you to you, and just you to you. Wait, no, wrong. That's wrong. You to you. You should not be there. You should not be there. You should go to you. And then these two should be the inputs for this one. And this should be the input for that one. Alright, cool. And then we can take this, we can do this color. Put these back over. Make sure that didn't add any unnecessary blocks, because it did. So, that was what I was worried about. And then remove that block, and paint. I want brush. And there we go. I think that the boat is now ready for its new version. I'm going to switch the fuel gauge over to a different color. Maybe like an orange. Let's actually mess with this orange a little bit. No, that's a little too yellowish. So if we do this, it's more orangish. Alright. Oh yeah, and one last thing I wanted to do. I really hope that this one's not mirrored compared to this guy here. I'm worried that that might be the problem. Alright, so the last thing I want to do, which one is backlight? You are backlight, so you toggle that, that, and that. You should also toggle that backlight too. And you need to toggle that backlight as well. Alright. So when the cruise control button is on, then this will basically be on whatever throttle setting this is on. When the cruise control button is off, it'll be controlled by my WAS, or it'll be controlled by my W and S. At least the throttle will be. And I think that is good. So we're going to save this as the Mark 1E. And I'm going to spawn the Mark 1E in. Put a little bit of fuel in it. Actually, you know what? This is already out here, so... Come on, grab it. Actually, you know what? It's not long enough. And then we actually do have a mission I have to do, and then I can do that mission real quickly as kind of like a test of this. I do think it's having some flotation issues here. So return to the workshop. Let's get rid of a couple of these. Switch them out for this. And then just see if this is a little better. Is that not watertight? That might not be watertight. That might be my issue. So what if I just kind of do this, does that change? It doesn't change. This is odd because it wasn't behaving this way before. But I think I did remove some flotation with this. So maybe a little less ballast will help. As much as that's going to make the ship a little more unstable. Yeah, this is suddenly not... I don't know what's going on here. You know what I should have done is I should have just stuck all the stuff in the bow, because that's where most of the excess flotation is. So that's what I'm going to do with... Oh yeah, the gearboxes. That's probably the major change. Because I added those gearboxes in. And that's definitely causing some flotation issues, I think. So I'm going to actually wind up taking these batteries and moving them up front. And with them, I'm also going to move their logic up front, too. Alright, so we have our small batteries here. And then our logic is... Here, 2 ands. Alright, so... Wait, no, not 2 ands. No. It's 2 adds. So then it's just add, 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 and then add. And then hook up to the electrical network as well. That needs to be hooked up. That needs to be hooked up. Are all these hooked up? These are not, though. Now they are. That's not. Now it is. That light's not either. Oh crap, I got rid of the batteries. Yeah, that disconnected a lot of shit. Alright, so just kind of start hooking everything back up again. So that's all connected. Those are connected again. We'll connect the batteries together. We'll connect the batteries to that. Just connect these up. Connect these. Connect that. Connect those to the engines. Connect these to the engines. So then all these are connected still, and then we can connect that there, and that there, and that there. Now I think everything's connected. And just make sure that everything's connected a little more. Yeah. There you go, yeah, everything's definitely connected now. Alright, so then hopefully with the batteries forward, we'll have a bit less of an issue on this boat. And paint that. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's fixed. And I think we're good. Now that's all hooked up again. So I'm gonna resave you as the Mark 1E and spawn you in. With the hope that the forward batteries and the adjusted stuff's okay. So still bombing fairly low in the water, but it's not bad right now. Still definitely aft heavy. Is there any way I can get rid of these, right? Yeah, those blocks aren't important. That should give me a little more back there. Those are placed in probably the most appropriate location. Those are too. So that'll give me a little more buoyancy in the rear. I might actually remove a little bit of buoyancy from the bow with a bit of ballast to hopefully get the ship a little better balanced. Alright, and then we are painting using this color. Alright, so it's I think it's better balanced now. Not great, still a little up by the bow, but that should be fine. So this is... Did I save it again? So yeah, replace it as the Mark 1E. Button location is fine. Buttons do what are fine. And now we do have our reverse as well, which I think is 2. So 2 is reverse, and 3 is cruise control. 4, 5, and 6 are the main lights, and then there's also one additional one. Alright, so also the passenger cabin lights. there. Come on, get you in the boat. And refuel. So this will be the current version of the boat. There will probably be another version um, with a speedometer. And I don't know where that will be placed. That might take the place of this. And then maybe the fuel gauge goes somewhere else, and then the engine gauge. Maybe the engine gauges will wind up going like here or something, and we'll just have more of the stuff up here. Okay, so fuel stopped at 1312. Okay. That's a little odd, but okay. So it should be 1,500, right? 187.5 times 8. I'm wondering if there's something wrong with my addition. Wait, no, that's not gonna matter. I need the clutch all the way forward. Oh, of course, I have the throttle backwards. Great. Oh, great, I just wasted all my fuel. Hooray! Alright. Alright, let's get the throttle on properly. This way? Yeah, it's that way. Alright, so then we want to take this, connect it to the electrical grid, and take our throttle, and connect it to that value. There we go. So now that throttle will work. Alright, so I wanted to just real quickly check this addition. So you and you are added to here. Yeah. You and you are added to this one. Yes. And then this one and this. No. There we go. That works. I save this again as the Mark 1E and then spawn it in. I shouldn't be too concerned about more fuel, although I will eventually have to find a place to get some more. Alright, so there we go. I think the hose is good. Just gotta grab it. Get on board. Come on. Hose up. There we go. Okay, so if I check our missions, actually I should do research. So we can do advanced logic, which will get us more stuff, but I don't think I need it as much. Base mechanics could be good. Behavior could be good. Buttons I could like. But there's large boats, there's navigation. Navigation's probably a good one too. Artificial horizon. So, yeah, radar and sonar is the next thing we can get. Compass ball, altimeter, GPS sensor, compass center, and clock. Anything else? Helicopters, functions. Functions would help tone down some stuff, but no, it's already there. So advanced fluid management's also a decent choice. Actually, a lot of stuff still locked here. Sensors, I think, is where I want to go, though. There you go. Alright, and let's, deliver... Yeah, do that. So we have to get our crates from here, I believe. So let's, pump the hose. And then we'll load the ship up with our... Or load the boat up with these, crates. Just, move these over here. And our fuel situation should actually be accurate. Alright, so let's just kinda... This crate's not in the boat, so get in the boat. And last I was able to actually carry these crates, so I should still be able to take them. Give it a little... Didn't go far enough. Alright, so I assume you're not draining anymore. Connector release, hose in. Connector release, hose in. There you go. Alright, so then... There we go. That's in a, configurable location. Alright, so move the clutch forward. I'm going to honestly move the throttle forward. I screwed up, I think. Alright, so let's pump the fuel out and figure out what's wrong. Because I think I have something set up badly. Boats is so difficult in this. Okay, come on. Alright, so then... I'll just leave the boxes down here for now. So when our next boat spawns in, they'll just be right there and we can put them in. Alright, so... Pump to tank. And now I just gotta wait for it to drain. So yeah, how's everyone doing today? As all this fuel goes back into the tank so I can actually reconstruct or figure out why our engines didn't just start. Alright, I'm using up a lot of fuel each time I do this. So it'll definitely be more efficient. Or more parts I get are definitely going to make stuff more efficient. But I think I'm just going to leave this boat, like, as is. Maybe I'll probably get the speedometer on it. I'll probably get the speedometer and then leave it as is. So turn that off. And now go into the workshop. So, what issue is with you this time? So, logic-wise, so it's this, the engine startup button is not connected to either of the engine startups because I removed them. There we go. So save you as the Mark 1E and then spawn you in. And I'm gonna guess that that's a problem with the Mark 1D as well. Alright. Alright, take this. Get in the boat. Connect it up. Put that back in. And then we are finally going to do that mission. And then bring it back here, and that'll probably be the end of this for today. Alright, pump to hose. Alright, so you get in the boat. You in the boat. You in the boat. So then this has to go here. And that just kind of gets pushed back. So are you full yet? Yeah, you're full now. You have full fuel. Alright. So, turn you off. Connector release. Hose in. Connector release. Hose in. Alright. Clutch forward. Cruise control throttle forward. Alright, get me nav lights on. Alright. Having some stability issues. Alright, so the other thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch. So if I step out now, we just kind of keep going. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So I think, yeah, I'm going to need to replace this gauge here. Definitely. Because it's not... That one has to be mirrored on accident. So our delivery zone's over here. And yeah, I like this. Right now we are just on cruise control, and I can just kind of look around and actually see how the boat's performing. Not too bad. So, where are we going? So we are going here. Right? Yeah. So that is an island for sale we could potentially buy. What does it have on it? Would be like the helicopter island. And we have more islands for sale over here. I don't know what that island is. What we really need is we need another fuel location. So how much fuel does this thing have? Okay, so it's already burned through 100. So that's fuel, that's crude oil, that's crude oil. Okay, that's Wyvern Plateau, so that's probably a region or something. Wind turbine over there. Definitely don't have that much fuel. Still a little bit of a distance to go. I'm gonna just kind of divert us a little bit over to the side. It's pretty neat though. Okay, I assume that's a lighthouse probably over there. Although its light is shining very weirdly. Yep. You're just sometimes seeing it appear. Oh, then yeah, this is actually working. I'll definitely need one more modification. Mostly the noticeable switching of that. Actually, you know what? Probably the switching of this one. I think this one's mirrored, and this one isn't. So I'll mirror this one. And I'll actually mess with its numerical values, too. Alright, so I am going to switch it back to manual control here. I'll turn the passenger lights on. How's our battery? 3.0. We're doing fine. But yeah, already wasted a bunch of fuel. Alright, here we go. We're pulling in. One thing, we need to test the reverse throttle. Is it working? I don't think my reverse throttle worked very well. Okay, come on. Okay, come on, get me up here. Alright, here we go. Alright, so then just kind of put that there. And now let's go up and bring all this to the delivery zone. So that's great. Let's do this. There we go. We're taking. Okay, come on. You get weirdly caught on stuff. That's what happens with the vertices in this game. Alright, I'm just gonna leave that one there. Go grab you. Toss you in. Yes, I'm being completely and utterly delicate with your testing equipment. Yeah, you have to be really delicate with that, right? Yeah, you don't want to, you know, like, throw it or something, right? Like that. Thank you. There goes. We got some research points and we got some cash. I'm just going to take the elevator down. Because I'm not going to want to fall off the elevator and die! Alright, so now my hope is that our boat actually works in backwards motion. Please work. Is its battery dead? Its battery died. can't even turn the buttons on and off. Wow. That thing drains its battery so quickly. It's just like, you shut the engines off, its battery dies. Let's, can I just click to take it back to the workbench? There it is. What's its fuel situation like? Oh, it's on 0 now. Hooray, we just wasted all that fuel. Alright, so that has revealed a very, very big flaw with this design in that, it needs more electric batteries. Basically, so 1, 2, 3. You know what, I'm just gonna cover the floor here in batteries. Because it... You know what, no, get rid of that one. Electric battery, small. There, 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 and there. Alright, so now the adders have to do more work, unfortunately. So we're gonna need more adds. Alright, so add there, there, and there. So let's see, so I'm gonna disconnect that. You know what? Yeah, I'll disconnect that from that. You guys will connect to there. You're not gonna go there. So then these guys will connect here, these guys will connect here, and these guys will connect here. Okay, so in terms of add, I'm going to add one there and one more there. Alright, so you and you go there. You and you go there. Alright, and then we'll add another one here and another one here. Alright, so then you and you add there. Alright. And then you and you add there. And we'll add another one there and another one here. Wait. No, don't add to yourself. Okay, so you add there. You will add there. Yeah, okay, so all those are adding to something. Then, so that's not the output yet, because these two still need to be added together. So you guys add there, and then I will delete this guy here. And then this output will go here. So how many batteries is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 batteries. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. That works. So now your value is not going to be out of 3. It's going to be out of 11. And then I'm going to take you, and I'm going to erase you. I'm going to add a new dial. Into the same location. And I'm going to recolor you probably the shade of red. Like that. And fix this up here. There you go, cool. And fix this up. You are RPM. Actually, no, you're RPS E1. Wait, no. What? I, I clicked on temp E2. RPS E1. RPS E2. So your minimum value should be 0. And your minimum value should be 0 as well. But I'll let you go to 40. You know what? I'll let you go to 30. Alright, so then you hook up to here. So you are the 1F variant. And then we'll just, why wasn't the reverse gear working, though, is my question. Because that should work, right? So you guys both set up? Oh, yeah, you need to be that. Okay, there we go. That was why it was rotating me. There we go. Alright. We'll spawn it in. I'm not going to do another mission here. I'm just going to kind of park it. Or just kind of leave it sitting there. But yeah, I think with that, that'll do it for this stream. We did get, we have some research going on in terms of missions. I mean, we failed the first one because I just basically waited until, I had to wait until a storm went away. But we did okay after that, and now we have a actual working boat. So yeah, hopefully that'll be good, and I guess with that, I will see you next time. Bye!